as we now make our way down. We have green light racing, folks. Green light racing. Off they go. Eco in the lead, but only just. We've got the Aston Martin in the left-hand lane. Oh, somebody's gone off. That's Duggan over there in the background. Duggan's gone off by the looks of things. The two pink cars, that's Mackenzie getting in up tight there. The McLaren gets overtaken. Mackenzie on the inside of the McLaren there. They give way for each other, and most of the cars go through safely there. But I do think Duggan, there's some contact there between the two cars, but everybody's safe except for what looks like Duggan.
Wow. That was actually really well done by Leon Leroux and Craig going through their comments. So I spoke about going side by side through that. They both gave each other a little bit of space, but I think Leon's been too cautious because have a look, it looks like Cornet's now got that overtake pass down. We've got a big incident there now as well. It looks like Jonathan's going to be very busy early on. Your four cars getting involved in that.
Oh no, Van Rooyen and Mackenzie go off. Van Rooyen and Mackenzie go around wide at the bottom of the hairpin there. That's what we were talking about earlier on. Such a tricky corner there. Van Rooyen still trying to rejoin, and Mackenzie manages to get back on. Van Rooyen now firmly near the back of the field.
I think that's part of the problem is like if someone runs wide, they're coming back on track, and it's just creating such mayhem because everyone's bunched up. I've never seen 5 or 6 cars all weaving. It looks like they're trying to find parking in a Dodger market. I think further down, like you said there, that running through turn 3, I think if you get that lined up, you've got a great opportunity.
Oh, no, they touch! They touch! Oh, my goodness me. And Riddell gives Skitter a bit of a nudge there under braking. And Bellingen now side by side with Riddell. Bellingen's got the line there. And Bellingen gets the position. Riddell...
Sorry, I'm just going to say that's not a place to overtake. And I think he realized it and put his nose in the wrong place. Then couldn't brake hard enough to get out of it. So...
We use the information we have, isn't it? As Ian Mackenzie has a look now into turn 1. Goes alongside. He's alongside. He's just got to get him on the brakes now. Yes, he does. Ian Mackenzie qualifying well earlier, but he backs out of the maneuver. Surprisingly, gets it down the inside this time. It's tight. Mackenzie gets ahead, but now under massive pressure from Hendricks and Hampson now, who is giving Buck an absolute hard time. I think Buck's car might be damaged.
Well, I tell you, that was actually...
trying really hard to pull up alongside now. He made the move start from the beginning of the previous section. Goes down the inside now. Bernard King's got this one. The McLaren's going to have to yield. And yes, he does a beautiful maneuver planned from way back. Bernard King gets second position.
Can I just also say well done to Cornet there, because that is what I said earlier. You've really got to trust the driver that you're pitching the move on to give you that space and not to turn in and close the door. We saw the move earlier with Hampson. He had the move done before the corner, so it was easy enough. But interesting to see the onboard shots there, the different lines that the guys can take. Some of these corners, you do have different approaches into it, and it's one of the things I like about the circuit. But that is not a place to overtake. That is so naughty-ish.
Yeah, that's unfortunate.
That is not good. Duggan and Riddell there.
But yeah, if you see how far up ahead Duggan was, and he gave the position back, so he knows that he was guilty as charged on the new inside director for boys, bringing all the race action that we often miss, making sure we get to see it again. Oh, contact.
That is not good. That is not good. The McLaren having a look down the inside. They're pushing the Lexus of King wide. Then now King losing 2 positions for the price of 1.
Yeah, thanks for the replay. Another little incident. But Duggan hasn't given up. And you know what? Nico Roots has been brought into this. I just want to say, okay, thank goodness it's now been done. Because,
oh my goodness.
But this is the 5th time in a row that Riddell has outbraked himself through that corner every single time into that tight, heavy braking, and then the left-hander.
He's trying to take it back, and he gives him a nudge. Oh no, Riddell tries to take it back, and that was a silly move there. He should have just let that one go, and he gives Duggan a touch. Oh no!
That's Roots. So Roots obviously avoiding action to get out of that little incident, has taken the escape route, and he's come full flat, hurtling along there, not realizing that there's actually a car on track taking the racing line. So Nico could have gained plenty of positions there, and instead he's gone and got himself into a horrible little mess. So that's a real pity. We also see Van Rooyen getting a drive-through penalty. I'm assuming that might be, I don't know if Jonathan's online.
Yeah, that's track issued. Game issued for exceeding track limits.
Okay.
What, underfuel your car?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's quite easy if you calculate it to the limit, but I mean, he was I think he put it on the penalty. As soon as he got the penalty, perhaps he thought it was a stop go or something that he had to, or drive through.
Yeah,
I'm not 100% certain, but he did stop in.
well, let's just not worry about him and just worry about the engine that was crap eco, because that was an unbelievable drive for first position. Brilliant. And there was Leon Leroux. Ernest, remember we were saying he's hanging around in the back, watching everything play out. He goes, yeah, I know what it's like to be on the podium. Second position in the Aston. While everyone was making mistakes and falling by the wayside, he's been super consistent. Then obviously Bernard King, who was in second for most of the race, down in third. Good racing though, Ernest.